Hello everyone, in this video we are talking to one of our alumni, Debolina, who has around 3.5 years of experience in data engineering. Early in her career, she realized that gaps in DSA, Python and data modeling were holding her back, especially in interviews and real projects. She was not fully confident in her fundamentals. That's when she decided to be a part of Bosscoder's program for a more structured approach to her learning. So, in this conversation, she shares how focusing on the right concepts and following a clear curriculum helped her upskill and move forward in her career. So let's hear her story. So welcome Debolina. Let's start with your introduction first.
Hi. So I'm Debolina. I'm having like 3 years, 5 months of experience in data engineering. So currently I'm working as a senior data engineer in LTIMindtree, Bangalore. So earlier I used to work in Accenture as a data engineer. So earlier, like I used to know the basics of data engineering, but not in a structured way. Like I was knowing some distributed concepts like Spark and basic data services of Azure, like Databricks, Data Factory. But I wanted to more depth more into the topic. So when I got to know about Bosscoder, went through their curriculum, it's very structured, like exactly what I needed, and so I was very curious to learn more into like topics about data modeling, and if I wanted to switch to a product-based company, DSA would be required. So what exactly must be needed for the product-based company? So
Okay, that's great. So Debolina, I want to know more about like what were the challenges or maybe the problems you were facing for job switching before you enrolled in Bosscoder.
before I enrolled, like during my switch, I got interviewed for like two of the product-based companies, but like while interviewing, I used to like evaluate myself also, but I got to know that I am not very great at DSA and very Python scripting, like so, and data modeling also. I used to know very basics.
So what were the skill sets you learned throughout the curriculum of Bosscoder Academy, which actually helped in the interview part?
I did my switch on August. So within 2 months, only Python and SQL were completed. So since I already knew basics of data engineering, so in technical interview, SQL was broadly asked. So in our session classes, boss coder classes, like we had like lit code problems solved thoroughly. So that helped me a lot. Like and I used to practice them also. So yeah, and the Python questions which were given in homework as well, and some tests were conducted. Like mostly for SQL, I would say I was not very good at it, so it was really helpful for me.
Okay, great. So like, did you go to any other resources or did you self-prepare before joining Bosscoder Academy? And if yes, like, how was it different from Bosscoder's program?
So yeah, I did learn self-learning. I had, but in self-learning you have to do a lot of efforts. You have to put very a lot of efforts. Like you have to find resources. Like what is the best? Like there are so many things in online YouTube, but it's very difficult like to choose what's right for you and what to learn after what. Like many people are in a loop. Like it's like they're starting from the scratch again and again. So. Yeah, here it's very everything is structured, and one thing it's like everything is recorded for. So if I can rewatch again, if I wanted to watch something again and refresh my concept.
Okay, got it, Debolina. So like, what was your overall feedback and review about the Bosscoders program?
Yeah, I would suggest everyone like who's willing to switch in data engineering, like they can give this a try. It's very helpful.
So yeah, that was her journey. Even if you are already working in a domain, strong fundamentals still make a huge difference, whether it's DSA, Python, or data modeling. And these are the things that actually build confidence over time. So, if you want to upskill or transition to data engineering, then check out the link in the description below. And for more such real stories, press like, share, and subscribe.